Alrighty, hello again on day 3. Interestingly, I have observed slight resistance today, so it's also quite late compared to the other 2 days, but I just stepped off my yoga mat. I did what I said I would do when I came home from the dog walk. I slipped into my yoga clothes and finally managed also to link the yoga to the homecoming moment. So this is where I just am right now at the sort of end of the day, and let's see what this box has in store for us today. This one is it. Ta-da-da! All right, it's a Chinese proverb. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. Nice one. I think there are many variations of this idea of believing in an idea that at first glance seems impossible. So this is the so-called mission impossible that gets realized anyhow, and in spite of all the critics, and probably mostly the critic inside yourself who says this cannot be done. So you can also see this quote as your internal conflict inside yourself. Doesn't necessarily need to be another person who tells you this cannot be done, because this is also, I guess, I would assume, recognizable to many people, that you want to do something on the one hand, and on the other hand you don't dare to start, or because you are afraid of failure, or you get you selectively seek advice from people that you know will tell you, no, this is not a good idea, this is impossible to achieve. So you get confirmation that you're off the hook, that you don't need to pursue this idea of yours. I lost my track of thought. So this internal conflict inside ourselves, and but the message I think here is also that you should not short-sightedly maybe discourage people who go after an idea that at first glance seems impossible. Maybe not discard all those craziness you hear other people say, but listen, just really listen to what their idea is and why they want to try it. Because most of the time we go after an idea that seems impossible because it's really meaningful, because it's really important to us. Why otherwise should we try and bother and find ourselves in this turmoil of, can it be done? Can it not be done? So this must be an idea, actually, I guess, per definition, that is worth the trouble. It's worth the trouble. So it must be something really big and important. So who are we to tell other people this cannot be done? First, I would guess, listen to the person, what is the idea, and then offer your help, I would say, if it also means something to yourself. So you can support the realization of this crazy idea, and not discourage the other one, or even ridicule it. That is even worse, I guess. Because I guess most of the time when we ridicule other people, we are jealous of their initiative, their activism, that they get things done and we only can point our fingers and say, and lean back and say, it's like, oh, well, that's crazy. That's, criticism is very cheap. Anybody can do it, and killing an idea is even cheaper. That's one of the easiest things one can do. So let's make a conscious choice, just not doing that, but turn it around and see what's in it for you as a matter of role that you can play in realizing this idea and making it come to life. If I apply it to my own life, I am just in the preparation phase of starting an own business, and there's this voice in me that also tells me you cannot do this, but then it's more like not that it cannot be done, but that I cannot do it. But so that's my inner conflict, and so that's why I guess I came up with those two voices inside yourself. That one is saying go for it, and it's going to be your cheerleader, and the other one is just afraid, I guess, and looking for all kinds of reasons to not start stuff. And this is also what I experience in my life now, that I keep making up excuses, sort of, to postpone certain actions that I should be doing. Should have probably taken up a long time ago, but I didn't. So that is sort of keeping it safe, staying in the safe house, and not having to be confronted with the possibility that it's not going to be that easy as it seems from afar, from just way behind the starting line. So I'm quite glad that actually I am doing this now, like with the videos, because this helps to quiet down the person who's interrupting and telling me this is nonsense. This is nobody will ever see those videos. Maybe that's true, but just yesterday I listened to an interview with Seth Godin. He was interviewed by Marie Forleo, and he actually also blogs every day. Every day he writes something, and he says, like, I don't understand why not everybody's doing it, and a sort of like an expression from yourself that you are only doing it for you. And actually this totally applies now in my situation. I'm not doing this to get followers, whatever. My first intention, I'm doing this for me, to see what it does with me, to observe how I like it. Does it fit to me as I understand myself, as I want to develop myself as a person? And by only doing it a few times, I think you will not get an answer to this. So that's why I committed to it, to do it at least a month. So 4 weeks. 5 times 4 is 20 quotes I will comment on, and then I will evaluate and see if this is what I want to keep on doing. And giving it a chance is absolutely the first step before you disregard an idea or give up on something. And I'm glad I am doing it now, and I seem to be going well. in this commitment of trying out new stuff, and quite exciting. Despite my resistance today, I managed to post another video, and yesterday I also told a friend what I'm doing. I really had to laugh, and that actually was the other voice in my head ridiculing as I'm already doing it. And that's also, of course, something that will happen. It's not only the person who is saying it cannot be done before you even start. It's a lot of people along the way as well, a lot of voices in your head along the way that try to push you off the road and to get you in a different direction, to just drop it. But no, I'm sticking to it, and that interesting quote, different character than the first two ones, totally different, and I liked it, and it again gives me hope for the future, and I hope it did something for you too. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow about a brand new other quote. Bye bye.